Lively's complaint accuses Baldoni, who is also the film's director, of creating a hostile work environment and trying to ruin her reputation.
Finally, we can now see that Ryan was panicked in general about him being apart from Blake Lively, so much so that when they first communicated with one another, I can also tell you personally, back when I was an intern at Glamour magazine, working under an editor, she said the most difficult person that she has ever worked with and the rudest person that she had ever worked with was Blake Lively.
Justin says that Blake was determined to make him the real-life villain in her story.
Defendant Blake Lively has unequivocally left them with no choice, not only to set the record straight in response to Lively's accusations, but also to put the spotlight.
She said, just read it, because I was looking for movies that could be commercial and speak to the human experience. And
were you reading romance novels?
And I had never read a romance novel.
Never?
And she said, just trust me, read it. So I read it, and by the end of the book, I couldn't even read the text on the page because I was crying so much. My wife was in bed next to me, and she's, got snot coming out of my nose.
It's believing that people and humanity are inherently good. And they crave nutritious food in their soul, just as they do.
I'm honored, and I'm also more honored that because, what we're talking about is so important and so meaningful, that we're able to have this much anticipation, and so many people want to go see it and are talking about it. That's what I'm grateful for.
And you had a key part in bringing it to the big screen. How did this all come to be?
Well, in 2019, I read the book. I was sent the book by my book agent and friend at the time, and I was looking for films that could inspire, that were commercially viable, but also could really reach in and touch somebody's heart.
And being frank, if it were not for women giving me direct feedback in my own personal life and being a man who was willing to at least listen to them, there's no chance that I would be having this conversation. So the message, to answer your question, the message is very simple. As men, we need to embrace all of the parts of us that make us human. That's it.
It is.
It's very simple. I was testing for a show that ended up actually getting picked up and doing very well, and I was one of 2 people maybe, and then I get a call from my managers and my agent. They were both on the line, which means it's something serious. Either you got the job or there's something wrong. And they said, so you were the choice, but the network said that your eyebrows would be too distracting.
Oh, what?
Oh no.
And then they went
It's based on a beautiful, really important book, and it's about a young woman named Lily who confronts the generational cycles in her life and breaks them and ends the circle. And I hope people find it inspiring, and yet also, it's a film about a heavy topic. It's about domestic violence.
Hold on to your chimichangas, people, because things are about to get weird. Deadpool recast, Ryan Reynolds losing it. The internet's currently a dumpster fire of speculation, all thanks to the insane rumor that Justin Baldoni, Justin Baldoni, is being tapped to take over as the Merc with a mouth. Seriously, is this a Marvel prank, a calculated move designed to generate buzz, or just complete and utter, we're diving headfirst into this chaotic mess to figure out what's really going on. Prepare for twists, turns, and maybe even a few fourth wall breaks of our own. Before we get lost in the Baldoni-verse, let's take a moment of silence, or, a quick montage of wisecracks and katana slices to acknowledge the undisputed king of Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds. For years, Reynolds didn't just play Deadpool. He became him. He championed the character, even after that unfortunate Wolverine cameo that shall not be named. He fought tooth and nail to get the R-rated Deadpool we know and love on the big screen. He resurrected a character that many consider dead on arrival, transforming a niche comic book persona into a global phenomenon. So, given all that, the question has to be asked, could even he, the man who practically is Deadpool, become replaceable? It seems unthinkable, right? Well, buckle up. Out of absolutely nowhere, the internet exploded with reports that Justin Baldoni, best known for his roles in Jane the Virgin and 5 Feet Apart, was being considered or even cast as the new Deadpool. Let's just pause for a second and process that. Justin Baldoni, both in comedic and a knack for heartfelt storytelling. Those are 2 names you probably never expected to hear in the same sentence. Seriously, how did this happen? Where did these rumors even originate? Some speculate that Marvel, under the ever-watchful eye of Disney, is looking to soften Deadpool, to make him more family-friendly. Really? Others suggest there's more at play here. Maybe some complicated contract negotiations or behind-the-scenes drama. but also
the truth,
as
always,
quickly
is probably somewhere in the middle.
from under him after
or maybe
years
it's just
of
pure,
unadulterated internet speculation.
Alone has made the rumors
but the possibility is enough to send shockwaves through the Marvel fandom.
Marvel's
Adding fuel to the fire was the claim that Ryan Reynolds was not only blindsided by this potential recasting, but that he was, to put it mildly, not happy about it.
If not,
the rumor mill churned out stories of Reynolds being in a state of disbelief, even losing it over the news.
Until an official
now, is
studio
this just juicy gossip designed to generate clicks,
Baldoni,
or is there some fire behind the smoke? After all, Reynolds has poured his heart and soul into Deadpool for years. To have that potentially taken away, especially without warning,
primarily for roles that diverge from the R-rated comedic style.
But is Reynolds really throwing a tantrum behind the scenes?
Outlandish humor,
or is this just the internet doing what it does best, turning a molehill into a Mount Everest of drama?
While Baldoni has displayed
Let's put on our
dramatic
tinfoil hats and dive into the conspiracy theories, shall we? Why would Marvel even consider replacing Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool?
Stems from Marvel's attempt
the first
to
theory, and
under
perhaps
that
the most
assumption,
widely circulated, is Disney's
decided that a
influence.
completely
With Disney's family-friendly
of
brand
Marvel
to protect,
heroes,
some believe they want to tone down Deadpool's raunchy humor and integrate him into the broader MCU.
One theory speculates that Marvel, now under the direction,
the very thought sends shivers down the spines of die-hard fans.
The studio wants to soften
Another theory
points
to
to
potential contract disputes.
Which conditions might have
Maybe
been triggered,
Reynolds and Marvel
leaving
couldn't
fans
agree
to
on
argue
the
that
terms
the
of his
entire
return, leading to
world
a
of
messy
speculation
falling out.
is how this
Or
works.
perhaps, as
Praising
some
his
have
sincerity,
suggested, Marvel is
dedication,
exercising
and
a
thoughtful
clause in
approach to
Reynolds'
storytelling
contract that
into
allows them
territory
to
no one
recast the role
expected.
under certain
Others remain
circumstances.
fiercely loyal to
Of
Reynolds.
course, the
Question
specifics
large
of these
shoes.
circumstances
The online
remain
discourse
murky,
is split
leaving
between
fans
those
to
intrigued
speculate
by the
wildly.
possibility of some
A
of the
final,
fan community
less
is reacting
dramatic
to
theory
Baldoni
is that Marvel
himself.
simply
Many
wants to
appreciate
explore a
his
different
claim is
direction
either
with the
wildly
character.
misinformed
A fresh
or
start,
missing
a new
crucial
perspective,
piece of the puzzle,
a chance to
adding
reinvent
the
Deadpool for a new generation.
that allow them to recast
But is that a
if
risk
certain
worth
conditions
taking?
aren't met.
Predictably,
Yet, the specifics
the internet
remain murky.
exploded.
No one can seem
The reaction to the
pinpoint
Baldoni
exact
rumors
legal
was
complexities
swift,
behind
fierce,
the scenes,
and deeply
hinting
divided.
at an
On
unresolvable
one side,
issue in
you have the
Reynolds'
loyal
existence.
Reynolds fans, the diehards who believe that no one else can or should play Deadpool.
Perhaps evolving
They
the
threatened
Deadpool franchise if
boycotts,
Baldoni
launched
has
online
the comedic
petitions, and
chops,
flooded social
or the
media with
overwhelming
messages
fan
of support
goodwill
for Reynolds.
to fill such
For them,
all-encompassing
recasting
umbrella of
Deadpool
Disney
is akin to
might be aiming
cinematic
to
betrayal.
integrate Deadpool into
On
a
the
more
other side,
Deadpool's
you have those who are
notoriously
cautiously
edgy
optimistic,
vibe.
intrigued by the
Baldoni
idea
looking
of a
to
fresh
subvert
take on the character.
expectations that the
They
Merc
argue
with
that
the mouth
Baldoni
might
might
be
bring a
heading
new
into
dimension to
uncharted
Deadpool,
territory with
perhaps
a brand
exploring
new
the character's
actor.
emotional
Many
depth
rest
or injecting
speculation,
some social
especially
commentary
regarding
into his
Deadpool,
irreverent humor.
But silence can be interpreted.
Baldoni win
He
over
could
the
be opting
diehards?
for a strategic
Can he
approach,
convince them
letting
that
the
he's
rumor
worthy of
run its
wielding the
course to
katana and
gauge in a
cracking the fourth
comedic
wall?
short
Or
where
will
Reynolds
he
and
be forever
Baldoni
condemned as
battle
the
for
guy
the
who
Deadpool
replaced Ryan
mantle?
Reynolds as
Olds'
Deadpool?
rumored meltdown is overblown.
Let's be honest,
Might be the
Justin
simplest
Baldoni isn't
explanation.
exactly known
Celebrities
for his comedic
often
roles.
experience stress
He's primarily
when
known
of
for
verifiable
drama,
facts.
for heartfelt
The rumor
performances that tug at
thrives
the
on
heartstrings.
raw emotion
He's a
of
talented
fans
actor, no
who have
doubt, but can he pull off the
confrontations and
sarcastic
behind-the-scenes
wit, the
disputes?
fourth
This
wall-breaking
vacuum
humor,
of
and the
confirmed
over-the-top
information
violence that
has allowed
defines Deadpool?
sensational- nor
That's
has
the million-dollar
anyone provided
question.
ironclad proof
Some
as
argue that
claims,
Baldoni's
like
dramatic
Reynolds
range and his
losing it
commitment to social
gain
advocacy
traction among
could
those
actually
eager to
enhance the
become deeply
character,
attached to
bringing a
Reynolds'
new
portrayal
layer of depth
and
and
who are equally
complexity to
himself
Deadpool's
hasn't
already
shot down the rumor
multifaceted
if it
personality.
lacks merit.
Maybe
Typically,
he could
he's
explore
quick
the
to interact
character's
with fans and
vulnerabilities,
equally bound
his inner
not to
demons,
speak.
and his
Or maybe
struggles
he's
to
waiting
find his
for
place
Marvel
in the
public
world.
sentiment.
Others,
Some have
however,
floated
are
that
skeptical.
The entire rumor might
They
be
worry
a
that
publicity
Baldoni's
stunt
earnest public
orchestrated by
image
Reynolds
is
and
too far
Marvel
removed
as
from
a
Deadpool's
tongue-in-cheek
edgy
marketing
persona.
strategy.
They fear that he'll
Perhaps
soften the
culminating only
character,
to reveal that Reynolds
sanitize his
isn't
humor,
going anywhere.
and turn him
On the
into a
other
watered-down
hand,
version
the
of his former
possibility that
self.
Reynolds
Could he
maybe
surprise
is
everyone with a
contractual,
hilarious and
capturing people's
irreverent
imaginations,
Deadpool? Or would this
regardless
be a
of whether
recipe
there's
for
truth to
disaster?
it? In the
Now,
absence
for the
drama,
biggest
the
plot
phrase
twist of
itself
all,
conjures images
despite
of
all
he
the
has been
rumors, all the
unceremoniously removed from
speculation,
the role.
and all the
No
internet
credible source has
hysteria,
furnished
there's
definitive
still no
evidence that
official
Baldoni
confirmation
has
about
indeed signed a
anything.
contract
No
by
contract has
or
been
terrified
signed,
of
no
the
statement has been
possibility in
released,
countless ways
no
to
one
release
from
a
Marvel or
statement.
Disney has
Alternative
confirmed or
surfaces,
denied the
when
Baldoni
fans
rumors.
speculate about
It's all just
potential
hearsay,
replacements for
whispers,
Reynolds,
and anonymous
someone like
sources.
rumor creation.
This raises
Or,
a crucial
if there is
question.
truth to
What's
it,
really going
a
on?
carefully
Is Marvel
considered move by
deliberately
Marvel
fueling the
storyline
speculation
only
to
adds to the
generate buzz
intrigue.
for Deadpool
The idea
3?
that Marvel might
Are
be
they
looking
waiting to
has
gauge fan
long been a
reaction
talking
before making a
point,
final decision?
especially under the
Or is
Disney
this all
banner.
just a giant
They'll doubtlessly
smokescreen,
face fierce
a way to
pushback
distract
from
us from
fans who
something
cherish
else
Deadpool's
entirely?
edgier style.
The lack
Or
of
an
concrete
Egerton
evidence
or
makes it
another actor
impossible
more
to know for
closely
sure.
aligned with comedic
We're
roles
left with a
might have
tantalizing
seemed
mystery,
some
some
of which might have a
missing
grain of
pieces,
truth,
and a whole
many
lot of
which
unanswered
may not.
questions.
Still, negotiations are ongoing.
Perhaps the most
Both sides might
puzzling
be
aspect of
maintaining
this entire
secrecy and
saga
can be
is Ryan
intense,
Reynolds' silence.
especially when a character
Usually,
is as
Reynolds is
commercially
quick to jump on social media and address
Justin
rumors,
Baldoni is
especially those
peculiar.
concerning
He
Deadpool.
isn't the usual name
He's
until
known
they
for
reach a
his witty
resolution.
responses,
Meanwhile,
his self-deprecating
eager fans
humor,
and opportunistic
and his
rumor
willingness
mills
to
feel
engage with
culturally
fans.
significant
But
as
in this
Deadpool.
case, he's
If
been
negotiations hang in
uncharacteristically
the balance,
quiet.
and a
What
small
does it mean?
agreement might
Is he
have been
playing along with
exaggerated
Marvel's
into an
marketing
online narrative
strategy,
about full-scale
waiting for the
panic?
right moment
Hollywood
to make a big
insiders
reveal?
note that behind-the-scenes
Is he
negotiations
contractually
fill the gap
obligated
with
to remain
dramatic
silent,
storylines,
more
unable to
conventional
comment
guests,
on the
Marvel,
situation, speculating about
or is
Baldoni's
he
comedic
genuinely
ability,
upset,
or the
biting
changes
his
to
tongue while he
Deadpool's
waits
ratings.
to see what
Baldoni's
happens?
rumored involvement
His
might
silence
signal a move
speaks
in that the
volumes,
recasting
but it's
is
up to
definite.
us to interpret
Baldoni's
what
name
those
popping
volumes
up
are saying.
suggests a
Is
deliberate
he
choice
secretly
in
plotting a
pivot Deadpool
comeback?
from R-rated
Is he preparing to
territory
unleash a
to a
torrent
lighter
of fourth wall breaking
PG-13 in
jokes?
fan forums,
Or is he simply
individuals
waiting for
claiming
the
to have
dust to
insider
settle?
contacts in
Let's
that
face
direction.
it,
Though
Deadpool
that
is
would utter
famous for
Marvel
breaking the
Cinematic
fourth wall.
Universe.
He's
While
constantly
others
winking
argue
at
the
the
conflict
audience,
was
making
purely
meta
financial,
references,
and
and
that Reynolds
poking
was
fun at
told
the
the
conventions
decision
of
after a
superhero
final round of
movies.
negotiations
So,
fell through.
could this entire
Some of these alleged
recasting
insiders
controversy
say
be a
Reynolds had
setup for a
championed the
giant
character for
meta
so
joke?
long.
Imagine
Conversely, a
Deadpool
smaller but
addressing the
immense
recasting within
with
the
some
movie.
refusing to
He
entertain
could crack
any
jokes about
possibility of a
Baldoni's
Deadpool,
eyebrows,
comedic
poke
memes
fun at
imagining
Disney's
a
corporate
kinder,
overlords,
gentler
and even
Deadpool
stage a
leaning
comedic
heavily on
confrontation
romantic
between
monologues,
himself and his
rather
potential
than assume
replacement.
Reynolds' involvement is a
Hilarious,
foregone
right?
conclusion.
Or
So
would
when
this
they
be a
pivot
cheap
to
cop-out,
Baldoni was an
a way to
urgent
deflect
scramble
from
to keep the
genuine
franchise on the
disappointment?
slate, could either
Some
confirm the
fans
rumor in
might
a
feel that a
dramatic
meta-narrative
unveiling,
would trivialize
we
their
might get a
concerns,
statement saying,
that it would be a way to
the
avoid
supposed
addressing the real
meltdown
issues
and
at
official
stake.
confirmation
Others
are,
might
at
embrace
this
the
point,
meta
Marvel
humor,
family.
seeing it
And
as
we
a
look
classic
rumor for
Deadpool
what
move.
many suspect it does
Ultimately,
confirm Baldoni's
the success
casting,
of this approach
the
would depend
backlash,
on the
or perhaps
execution.
surprising
But one
support
thing is for sure,
will speak volumes.
if
Others have
Deadpool does
expressed
address
an
the
open-minded
recasting in the
willingness to
movie,
see how Baldoni
it will
might
be a
surprise
moment
everyone.
that everyone will be
That Justin
talking about.
Baldoni might be stepping in.
So,
They
where does
react
this
with
leave
confusion.
us? Is
Some have
Justin
even
Baldoni
posted,
the next
outside
Deadpool?
of these
Is
labyrinthine
Ryan
rumor
Reynolds
threads,
out of the picture?
The general
The
movie-going
truth
public
is,
appears
we
split
don't
between
know.
disbelief
And until Marvel or
concern.
Disney makes
The
an
rumors
official
narrative that
announcement,
Reynolds
we're left to
lost it
speculate,
centers on the idea
theorize,
that
and
he felt
argue amongst
betrayed after
ourselves.
deeper one ventures
But whether
into fan
Baldoni dons
communities,
the suit
the more
or Reynolds
intense
stays
the art,
put,
the most
this controversy
sensational
proves
parts
one
of the
thing.
rumor.
Fans are
If and when
incredibly
Marvel
passionate about
swiftly dismantle
Deadpool.
it.
They
In the
care
latter,
deeply
Cable
about the
decides to
character,
address the
his
matter,
humor,
they
his
claim
place
Reynolds
in the
remains
Marvel
an
Cinematic
essential part of the
Universe.
forward to his
Is this
next
the start of a
adventure
new
as
era for
Deadpool?
Deadpool?
That would likely
A
diffuse
bold
much of
experiment that will
attention and
redefine
reveal
the character for a new
piece of
generation?
internet gossip
Or is
that
it just a
spiraled
wild
out of
rumor
control?
gone too
But
far?
if
A
Marvel's
fleeting moment of
iconic
internet
comedic
hysteria
wit
that will
isn't
soon be
driven by
forgotten?
Reynolds casual
Only
fans
time
who
will
don't
tell.
track day-to-day Marvel
But let us
news
know
opt
your
as
thoughts in
Reynolds
the
walked away
comments
by
below.
choice. And
Who
that
do you
Marvel's
think should
vocal
play
groups,
Deadpool?
there's
And
an
what kind of
undercurrent
direction do you
anxiety
want to
about
see the
losing
character
comedic
take in the
spark
future?
that made the